Hello, Macedoonians. This is Warrior 12, aka the Phantom Slayer. Commander Shepard here at the Citadel after going to Ilos, wrecking my Jeep. I'm really pissed. I like the Mako. I really like the Mako. Shepard's and the Slayer's spirits are down today. Just like Shepard, I'm under attack right now. Under attack. But you have to keep fighting. In life, you have to keep fighting. When the enemy sends his husk after you, you just have to keep fighting. What else can you do? What else can you do? I try to be a paragon and choose the paragon ways in life, but sometimes you just can't do it. You just can't put up with everyone's shit. You have to stand up for yourself at some point. Can't be a fucking doormat or someone's punching bag.
The Presidium is experiencing severe system malfunctions across the entire level. All non-emergency personnel must evacuate immediately.
Oh, she's all fucked up.
Give me a rundown of the damage.
We have lost all primary power to the level. Environmental controls are not responding. Class 3 fires are burning in sectors 2, 3, 6, and 7. Civilian casualties are high. I am also detecting numerous unauthorized synthetic life forms throughout the station. They are believed to be hostile. Please approach with caution.
Uh-oh.
Come on. We need to stop Saren before it's too late.
Please begin emergency evacuation procedures.
All right.
This is not a drill. Critical failures detected across all
No
systems.
playing games. It's time to get down. Oh wait, Garrus is doing better with the sniper rifle now. Fortunately. Here's a Kev pulse rifle.
The Citadel's closing! Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms!
Dude, check this out, man. It's about to snag that. It's like a chochita going on a long one. Pinga, long pinga. Big white pinga. She grabbed it. That's that Asari snatch, that Azure. That's how the aura does to my love muscle.
Saren's locked the elevator. Suit up! We're going outside!
Is that confetti? Oh, glass. Whoa. That looks like the shaft the Emperor from the Return of the Jedi got thrown down. Whoa, Shepard, what are you doing? Oh, chill, bro. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, this giant. He's so huge. That. Oh, God. What is he doing? Oh. Citadel. It's oh, can't go here. Okay, down here then. Uh-oh. This doesn't look promising. It's a long path. Oh! Oh! Exploding. Oh! Get closer, Garrus. Get closer, dude. That sniper rifle.
I'm on my way.
Boom. Right. Shit. Oh, shit. Send his ass. Send that motherfucker into space. There we go. Haha! Check him out. Alright. Took care of those bastards. Damn it.
On my line of sight.
Well, get in sight, you son of a bitch. Look, he's chasing. Help your boy out. Alright. They float high enough and they die. And we get medi-gels we don't really need. Oh. Don't be scared. Go in, I got your back. This game has become too easy. Throw on their ass. I love throw. I'm too OP for these guys. It's a shame. Oh. Just saying that, and finally I had to use it. You know what, I need to map throw, because that's clearly the best power to use right now. Dude, now I can just melee them into outer space. You missed me, punk. Just meleeing them into space, throwing them into space. It's too easy.
That's the last of them.
Alright. No, dreadnought is there. Sledgehammer around. Once it keeps pressure, it's just throwing them in space. There we go, just throw their asses. I remember when this map right here was hard. Can't believe it. This was hard once upon a time. He's behind us. Whoa. No. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Drop shit. Oh, let's kick this thing's ass. Wow. Come on, guys, hit it. We didn't even touch it that time. Get your ass out of here. Hold up. Wait. I don't know if I should I have been working on this? Oh no, I fucked up, dude. I did. I wasn't supposed to break the goddamn thing, was I? Oh, let me get this one. Damn, I broke it. Let me go back. Let's go back to the exhaust plan and make sure I'm doing this right. Get your ass out. Okay. Alright. Get dropship. Where's that? Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Excuse me. Oh shit. Oh, bitch.
Terrain's too rough.
Terrain, dude. That's why I don't like Garrus. Ah shit. Do everything my fucking self. Where? Hell yeah, get these guns working on my side. Everybody, switch over. Get guns. Fucking hit that fucker with warp. Stack that warp, baby. Hell yeah. Hit that son of a bitch. Get him out.
Eat this.
Eat that shit. Boom. Turn that crap shit up. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Get out of here. They ran away. Made them run away. Let's go. Floaters, hit him with that warp. He's a tough one, man. Overload. How did you miss that, bro? Really? Where the fuck is Garrus at? Sabotage this son of a bitch. Sabotage him. Something. Okay. Throw his ass. Leo. Throw the Krogan. Oof. Bye. Oh, we got some problems down here, don't we? Get out of here. Throat is your friend. Maxed throat, that is. They can't win against negative gravity. Send him for a lift. Lift there, homie. Alright. What the hell is this? Gets troopers? Oh, is that turrets? Oh shit. Heavy turret. Let me take cover. This is the part I remember being fucked up. Help me out, guys. Okay, sniper rifle time. Okay. They're both blocked. No. Garrus? Is he dead? Motherfucker is dead. Son of a bitch. Get your ass up. He's always dying. He is the one character that dies the most. I promise. I promise you. Garrus sucks. Really, he's always dying. And I need him right. Help. They're both fucking dead. Great. I have to do everything myself. know how much that's affected me. Let's see. Unity, get up. If you have pounds. Fucking down again. There we go. Overload. What? Use your powers. Mamma mia. Look at that throw. Made it all the way up. Now. Throw this. Fucker left. Yeah. Damn. Here it comes. Look at Garrett, nowhere to be found. What a piece of shit. How can you hit anything from there? Piece of trash. Come out here and help me fight like a man. Help me beat this fucking thing. There we go. That's how you do it. Okay, guys, load yours. Right. Be ready. Whatever. Open the hatch. What's going on here? Uh-oh. Fucked up, man. I didn't mean to do that. I see you back there. Okay, we have We actually have gravity here. So. Get your ass up, boy. He's shooting me through that shield. Garrett. Did he fucking die again? Alright, good job. Move out. This side. They are just fucking toys with their asses. Alright, here's the Buster. Disappeared. Oh, he's going to get his fucking... He's going to get his Back to the Future, his McFly. Frisbee bomb.
I was afraid you wouldn't make it in time, Shepard.
Had to wipe out a few hundred of your followers along the way. Sorry if I kept you waiting.
You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I'm heading to that master control panel, and you can't stop me.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
Fancy hardware's not gonna save you.
You don't understand, Shepard. There is a place for organics in the New Order. The Reapers need men and women of action. People like us. Sovereign recognizes your value. You've impressed it. Surrender to the Reapers, and you will be spared. Join us, and we can find a place for you.
That would be the ultimate renegade option.
I'd rather die than live like that.
Then you will die. And your companions. Everyone you know and love. Everyone you've ever met. Don't you understand? You will all die. The Reapers can't be stopped. Not by the Protheans. Not by you. The cycle always continues.
The Reapers don't use organics. They devour and discard them. As soon as the conquest is over, you'll be cast aside.
I had no choice. You saw the visions. You saw what happened to the Protheans. Surrender or death. There are no other options.
You could have resisted. You could have fought. Instead, you surrendered. You quit.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is still a chance for... The implants. Sovereign is too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late for me.
I'm done arguing with you. Let's end this.
Yeah. I ain't sorry about shit. Oh god, dude, he almost fucked me up.
Shutting them down. Good as new.
Hit that son of a bitch. Overload. Stacy's. I don't think Stacy's is gonna work on him. Oh, that's what. Fucking him up. Hold on. Hold on. Bye bye. Uh-oh. Yep. Mistakes of the day. Don't try to run, bitch. Come on, man. Let's see. Lift ain't gonna work. Man, you just hit me with another rocket.
Good to go.
Look at these fuckers. They need to be lifted. Get them out of here. Throw those fuckers. Come on now. Where's my fucking... Shit.
Shield there. I've got a visual.
Shit. Damn it. Oh, he's about to get me.
Time for payment.
Oh, he got me, motherfucker. We weren't ready for that. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna get him this time. This is a motherfucking battle right here. Okay, first of all, Stacy's him. I hit him with this. Oh, fuck! God damn it. Man, that boy got it. Overload. Shit. Yara better use her barrier. Okay, back on him. Damn, I missed. Almost got it. Damn. Damn, see that fucking back up. Shit. Liara's down? No. Where the fucking grenade come from? Oh! Oh, that's a gas trooper. Not bad. Liara. Look, we got to lift some shit. Oh, there goes my gun. Alright. Jesus Christ, this dude here. Let him get away. Yes. Throw the warp. Got him. Got him. Got a fucking huge piece of glass in his stomach. Horse blood.
Vigil's data file worked. I've got control of all systems.
Quick, open the station's arms. Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down.
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
You were expecting someone else?
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Endura sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
Are you really willing to sacrifice human lives to save the Council, Shepard?
This is bigger than humanity. Sovereign is a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
The Council must be sacrificed for the greater good. Don't waste your reinforcements. Hold them back until the Citadel arms open up. Save the human fleet to attack Sovereign.
What's the order, Commander? Come in now to save the Ascension, or hold back?
Hold off, Joker. We're not sacrificing human lives to save the Council. Keep our ships back until they can get a shot at Sovereign.
Yeah, fuck him.
A sacrifice for the greater good. I only pray it is not made in vain.
I kind
All
of want them
Alliance
to live
ships,
so I
home
can say I told you
formation.
so.
Wait for a shot at Sovereign. Nothing else matters. I repeat, nothing else matters.
But, no, they deserve it. This is what they deserve. But they also deserve to live to be told they were...
Commander, we're picking up reinforcements.
It's the Alliance! Open a comm channel! This is the Ascension. We're taking heavy damage. Guardian defenses are over... Kinetic barriers are offline.
Commander, they closed the channel.
Wait, what? No, I don't like this.
Make sure he's dead.
Look, Liara's why is she walking faster than Garrus? He's a punk. Such a pussy. Oh, okay, he got it now. Damn. Now Garrus is gonna try to take the credit.
He's dead.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what the fuck? Oh, that's right, Sovereign fucking turns him into an octopus or something. He mutated. Oh shit, he's straight up fucking
Sovereign,
Reaper.
and this station is mine.
You are shit, you bastard. Fucking. Yeah. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, chill, bro. Yes. Bastard. We always down. Oh. what? Where is it? Pistol time. Where'd he go? Ah. Take you myself if I have to, you son of a bitch. Sleeping all over the goddamn. Chill out, bro. Got you. No, we don't got you. Oh. Alright, now we got it. I'll slip. Hit him where it hurts. Kill that fucking giant cockroach. Oh no, dude. Are they wrecking into him? Why?
Sovereign's too strong! We have to pull back! Negative. This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
Hell yeah. Uh-oh. Overload him. Sabotage. Where'd he go? There you go. Fucking asshole. Stacy's in again.
Get down!
Again. This is OP for too OP for him. Go disintegrated. Send his ass to barbecue.
Its shields are down. Now's our chance.
Hit it with everything we got.
Hard on my flank. We're going in.
Go!
Captain Anderson, we found them. They're in here.
Take it easy. It's over. You're safe now. Where's the commander? We got your message, Ambassador. What's all this about?
No need to get worked up, Captain. I'd like to end this meeting with all my teeth still in place.
You should thank me for what I did. If the Normandy was still grounded, we'd all be dead right now.
I understand, Captain. You did what you had to do. That's not why you're here. We need to talk about what happened to the Council.
Commander Shepard did the right thing. We had to hold our fleet back to go after Saren. It was the only way.
I agree, but this also presents us with an opportunity. The Council is dead. The galaxy is looking for leadership. The Citadel fleets were decimated in the attack. The losses have made the Alliance stronger. If we step forward now, nobody will be able to stop us.
Hell yeah.
The Council was always holding us back. When I saw the opportunity to get rid of them, I took it.
Good God, Shepard. How can you even say that?
Don't act so surprised, Captain. We all know it's true. Sacrificing the Council assured our victory over Saren. The end justified the means. We humans understand that. It's what makes us stronger than the others.
What are you saying?
The galaxy needs leadership, real leadership. When a crisis hits, we can't be paralyzed by debate like the old Council. The new Council must rule with a single voice. It must be assembled from one species alone, humanity.
The rest of the galaxy isn't just going to bow down because we tell them to. We'll need the fleets to bring them in line.
The other species are scared. They've never faced anything like this before, and they don't know what to do. They want us to step forward. They believe in humanity because of you. Your ruthless pursuit of Saren and the Geth, your defiance of the Council, that's what humans are capable of. That's how we can defeat the Reapers. The others will follow us, Shepard. They know we're their only hope. We will have a human council with a human chairman.
The Ambassador's right. I may not like it, but we can't deny the truth.
Given everything you've done, Commander, the Alliance will want to know who you think our chairman should be.
Let the politicians figure this one out. I've got real work to do. The Reapers are still out there, and I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Shepard's right. We're headed for war with the Reapers. If we lose, it's the end of all life as we know it. And no other species in the galaxy truly understands what it will take to survive. The other races will have to follow our lead. We need to take control. It's time for humanity to rise up and seize its destiny.
Damn. Execute Order 66. He's fucking turned. He went straight Palpatine. Follow the dark side, the renegade. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. What's up, man? Mass Effect. Oof. God, I loved it. What a ride, man. What a ride. Damn, I don't remember this song. Yeah, I'm digging this. Man, blown away. R.I.P. Keith David, dude. I think he just passed away last year, if I'm not mistaken. Or this year, or not too long ago, man. Been in classic movies that I really enjoy, from John Carpenter, back in the day, the 80s thing with Kurt Russell, Roddy Piper, They Live, another great movie. And all of this, I'm going to say this about Mass Effect. The team that made these games, they I believe it was me and Acrobat Matt that found some little Easter eggs from some of those movies. If y'all know, They Live is a John Carpenter movie with Keith David, where I came to kick ass and chew bubble gum. That's where that whole line came from. Was about aliens too, on Earth. Then of course you have the thing that was in Antarctica, another alien movie. Similar to this game. Well, not really. Nothing AI about that. A beautiful outro on this song, by the way. Got like kind of like a retro and 80s rock style to it. This is a beautiful song, man. Thank you, BioWare. The people of this time, anyway, for making this game. So I heard, as far as I know, BioWare is nothing like they used to be. Let's holler at Supreme Cognito while I'm doing this. Ha! What's up, man? We are Harbinger. Yep, it's about that time. The credits are rolling right now, buddy. Hello?
No, I said all night.
Yeah.
Was it pretty easy? I figured it was pretty easy for you.
Hang on just a second. I think it's almost done. I can hear you better. It's a shame all of these people are gone. Most of these people from BioWare. Fucking, that sucks.
You know what the bigger shame is?
Just a second, Cognito. I think we're almost there. Dude, jamming on the guitar right now, man. And the keyboard. Bring down the sky. Okay. That's pretty fucking epic, man. I can't believe I don't remember this that good. I don't know why. Writers Chris Elatoil and Mac Walters. They had one hell of a team on this one here, man. Alright, it's finishing up right now, so I can be able to hear. Mass Effect cast. Yeah, okay, I can hear you better now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you perfect now. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say the biggest crime is that they never, you said that they let go of so many things. The biggest mistake they did is they let go of the multiplayer from ME3.
Oh no, yes, man. I forgot who I was talking to about that, but yeah, like, dude, y'all crazy? Like, y'all know how many people are still playing on PS3 right now? Why would
It
y'all?
would have kept the player base active if they
Fuck
had it,
yeah,
in
dude.
the game.
Why? Do you have any idea why?
None of the people who made the multiplayer were still at BioWare.
But I mean, come on now. I mean, it's still up and running on
They weren't able
PS3.
to. They weren't able to port it over to the newer generations because the hardware was different.
Oh, okay. But this
That's the problem.
fucking
But
come
then
on,
what
man.
I don't understand though, but then again, is they have a PC version of the multiplayer. Why
Mm-hmm.
not try to convert that? But then again, this is something they would know that I don't, this is me just
Yeah.
speculation. Like, I don't know anything in the gaming industry.
Uh-huh.
But like, I figure since, the PS4 and the Xbox One are very similar to architect of PC games, it wouldn't
Uh-huh.
seem that hard to try to port a game over from that. But then again, you know what? It was the same reason why in the Mass Effect 1 on the remaster, you never got the second of the two DLCs for Mass Effect 1. You only got the Bring Down the Sky DLC. You never got Pinnacle Station because the DLC for Pinnacle Station was corrupted. The code got corrupted.
Oh.
So perhaps that was the same thing where it's like the people who either made the multiplayer,
Mm-hmm.
well, that studio got defunct after Andromeda.
Uh-huh.
But B, maybe the coding is 10 years old and maybe they didn't have the people who knew how to actually do that. It still
Wow.
sucks though,
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Either way,
But
yeah.
it's like it's kind of weird because they have the PC version which has most of the multiplayer intact, and PS4 and PS4, PS5, Xbox One S, and Xbox are a lot more similar to PC architecture now than they were back on the PS3 and Xbox 360 era.
Yeah, we were just talking about that last night. You know how, like on PS2, you didn't have to, or you didn't have to download games and shit like that. So yeah, it doesn't. To me, it doesn't make much sense. There's things, of course, I don't know. But I mean, come on, man. It's 2025. Like they should be able to. Somebody.
Especially since Andromeda was garbage. Multiplayer wise,
That would have
I
kept it
did not
alive.
like the
Huh?
multiplayer of Andromeda was not good compared to
Oh,
Mass Effect 3.
oh yeah.
So, yeah.
So I heard.
Yeah, don't bother. I mean, if you want to play Andromeda, be my guest.
Nah, no, dude.
But I'll just say this: you'll be very disappointed with the Asari selection.
Ooh, dude, that Fubu, whatever her name is.
Phoebe.
Oh, that Phoebe. Oh my God, yeah, dude. 1 second of looking at that, I was disgusted.
Well, here's the other thing: all the other Asari you see are clones of Lexi. They all have the same face. There's only 2 Asari faces in all of Andromeda.
Fuck that. Matter of fact, it showed up a random video because dude, I totally forgot about that game. I forgot about its existence, and I got a randomly came up in my algorithm a video someone talking about that. Was Andromeda that bad? Blah blah blah, and of course it was. Of course it was.
I would say this. It's a bad Mass Effect game, but it's not a bad game.
Yeah, like that's kind of the argument that I heard. Like if it would have been its own game, it would have stood. It could have stood on its own.
In Mass Effect terms, it was an average game. Like it's not like it wasn't the worst game ever. Because there were things I did like about Andromeda.
Yeah.
Like, I did like the planets. I just wish that there were more than fucking 5 planets. Like, they made it seem like, oh, you're gonna, like, I thought they were gonna go back to Mass Effect 1, you're gonna, Uncharted planets, but the Uncharted, because the biggest problem with Mass Effect 1's Uncharted planets, they were generically boring. There was no vegetation, no geological,
there's no life, not
life.
very many.
And I was hoping, like, in Andromeda, they'd be like, we're gonna have 30 planets that you can explore, but they're gonna have rivers, they're gonna have features that make each planet not look like a barren thing with, like, like in Mass Effect 1, there's only that one planet, which I was telling you about, the Warlord planet, where you have to go, where Hackett wants you to kill the Warlord. That's the only unique Uncharted planet, because it actually has some pools of lava, in the map.
But you know
every
what?
other planet doesn't have anything like that. It has they have insane mountains, and an insane nice vista, but like you don't see any water sources or liquid sources, either rivers, frozen rivers, because it's an alien planet. They could have something completely different, and you don't see any trees or vegetation. You just see occasionally those beetles or just space cows, but like the one thing I did like was Andromeda was that like they had an idea of making it so you could explore the planets, and they were okay. The problem was there were only 5 planets, and they did the bare minimal, as in they had 1 ice planet, a desert planet, you know. And it's like, I wish you could have done something similar to like No Man's Sky, because that's what they were trying to do. But the other problem is that Andromeda went through development hell as well. But like, there were factors that I did like, but for the most part, like, it was an okay game. The plot was generic, to say the least.
Yeah.
Like, I think my favorite parts were for the first time playing, just getting onto the first planet that you could actually explore and just exploring it. But like, the story was generic.
Yeah.
There were no memorable I mean, I get, what, actually, I'd say this. If I'm gonna compare Andromeda as a by the books comparison to Mass Effect 1, the crew in Andromeda is more memorable. It's just the problem that people have when they compare Andromeda to Mass Effect. They're comparing 3 games worth of character development for all your Normandy squad mates to 1 game's worth of character development in Andromeda. You know. So like I did like the Turian. I forgot her name, but she was pretty dope. The Krogan was pretty dope. The humans. It's always funny that I think the humans are the worst characters in every Mass Effect game for your crew members.
I have to disagree for Mass Effect 1.
I didn't really like Kaden and Ashley.
I liked Ashley. I ended up liking Ashley this playthrough. I really did. Because she's I don't know, like it was crazy. I mean, I get her personality. She's a realist, and she's one thing about her is that she was consistent, and she gave a lot of dialogue. I mean, she was roasting everybody. She was true to herself. She was a bitch, but you know, I go talk to Garrison. Garrison really doesn't have much to say in this one.
No,
you know.
See, that's the thing though. Mass Effect, and that's what I was saying was Mass Effect 1. If I was comparing Andromeda to Mass Effect 1,
yeah,
the characters barely say anything. Like Garrus has barely any lines. He doesn't tell you anything. Rex has occasional lines. Tali, Rex, and Liara have the most lines, but then like once you exhaust all their stuff, they have nothing to say.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And where like the Andromeda characters, and here's the thing, the Andromeda characters, they don't have to assume you don't know what the fuck a Turian is. They assume you know what a fuck a Turian is because they assume you know you played the previous trilogy, so you know like what a Turian is. So they don't have to be like, I'm a Turian, this is what my people are. Where, you know, in the Mass Effect 1, Liara's explaining to you what the Asari are, Tali's explaining to you what the Quarians are, Rex is explaining somewhat what the Krogan do. You know, but like for the most part, Andromeda, there was you could see the ambition that they were trying to go for. It just they mangled it from the development hell, and then like, you know, I don't know. There was apparently during the development cycle there was a lot of strife between BioWare Montreal and Edmonton over like the game development, because you know, Montreal was the support studio and Edmonton was like, we were the OG BioWare, we wanted to create, and you know, it's like, even though Edmonton wasn't creating the game, they kept trying to input their you know opinions and shit in the game even though they weren't developing it. So it's like, you know, there's a lot of just tension saying like, because we created the trilogy, we know what's best, but it's like, you're not the ones fucking creating the game. You know, it's Montreal. Stop trying to impose your opinion, like, when it's like, you know, and as a result, sure, they may have been right, but the problem is that because they kept going back and forth, as a result, nothing was getting fucking. And like, you can definitely see the potential, but like, the story was generic, and it doesn't help that the end of fucking story was the assumption there's gonna be a sequel, and that's not how you want to end a fucking game. You know, like Mass Effect 1 ends nicely. You could have no other Mass Effect games, you know, and Mass Effect 1 would feel like a complete game. You know, like if Mass Effect 2 ended how Mass Effect 2 ended, I would be pissed. Because I'd be like, what the fuck? You're leaving this as a sequel? You know, the ending of Mass Effect 2, you see the Reaper invasion? You know, like, but Mass Effect 1, it's like, it's open-ended where it's like, well, the Reapers are out there, but we don't know when they're gonna happen. But like, you know, like Mass Effect 2, you know, was the first game of the Mass Effect series, and then, you know, they said, oh, well, it flopped, we can't have a sequel, and you're like, what the fuck? The Reapers are there, they're coming. You're like, what the, you know, you'd be upset. And that's kind of how it was for Andromeda, where they lore dump you so much shit the last, like, hour of the game, and you're like, oh, I want to see what's happening. Like, what happened to the Quarian arc? What happened to this? What happened to that? You don't know. Because they had assumptions that it was going to be sequeled.
Oh, well, fuck them. I'm not giving them my time. I've seen enough. I watched enough of the review. I watched enough reviews. Yeah, I've seen all the perks it had. I'm just not interested in it. I'm interested in a good story. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I would rather you play Final Fantasy than Andromeda.
Yeah. I'm just not interested in it. If it was a standalone game, I might check it out, but since it's tied to Mass Effect universe, I don't care.
There's one cool thing. And
I mean, there's probably a few. There's probably a few cool things.
No,
but
this was it's sad that this was my favorite part. But there was a callback to Mass Effect, because apparently the premise of Andromeda is I'm spoiling this for you, but you said you don't care.
Well,
So
I don't know. I've thought about playing. Like, I don't know. To be
here's
a
the thing.
fan and
It's like
not
in
play it,
7.
it's kind of like
No.
for me to hate Game of Thrones and not watch the full season. Like season, like to hate the long night and I didn't watch the enough. I didn't
I
watch
mean,
the
here's
rest
the
of it.
thing though, is that Master of Andromeda isn't. It's a sequel, but it's also a standalone game
Yeah,
at the same
it,
time.
it it
But like,
definitely has to be.
but the thing is, like, the best part about Andromeda was actually the reason of the whole Andromeda initiative, finding that out about the
Mhm.
whole escaping the Reapers, and then hearing the dialogue
Mhm.
and then like witnessing recordings of hearing the Reaper invasion. That like hearing like you got that like you were
Oh, okay.
like you got intel about trying to figure out why the Milky Way wasn't experience, and you get a dialogue piece from Liara saying something bad is happening. The Reapers are coming. We gotta, you guys gotta leave now.
Oh,
And then
wow.
you later cut in and you get to hear like Garrus's father explaining some too. And then also,
Uh-huh.
and then you hear the memorable Reaper foghorn laying destruction. And it's just
Oh,
like
that would
hearing
piss
that
me off.
hearing that was like I was like, oh, that was cool. I like
Yeah.
that. But like it made me and because it's like, man, that foghorn noise is so memorable. You're just like, oh, I miss this.
Dude,
It's like that was
I
that's such a memorable noise.
yeah, I hear those at times. I don't know if they're boats or what the fuck, but
They're probably boats. Yeah, they're
has to
probably
be.
boats, or they're Reapers who have figured out
Mm,
how to transform themselves into boats like a transformer.
I don't
So
know
they're
because
Decepticons.
we have drones out here too, so where I'm at.
Well, yeah,
Hmm.
but no, that's probably my favorite part is going through this archive data mission
Hmm.
and hearing the whole Reaper invasion through audio logs
Mm,
saying
that
like we
that
don't
that's
like
that.
Liara giving updates saying I don't know if you'll receive this, but the Reapers are here and they're and hearing them decimate and then just getting
Mm,
status updates saying like we don't know, hopefully you guys got out before
mm,
it's happening, hearing that like that was a cool mission, and I
yeah.
wish there were more missions like that. But like overall, I don't remember shit from Andromeda. I just remember what the fuck, I just don't remember much. There's nothing memorable. The last mission was a cool mission. It's what I
Yeah.
wish they did for the finale for Mass Effect 3, where they actually showed like your assets into play to some degree.
Yeah.
But like the fact that they left so many answers up for grabs that you're just like, well, what like for example, like what is the Scorn? Who are these creators who created this? We have all. It's like Mass Effect 1 not answering what the fuck the Protheans are,
Hmm.
not answering what the fuck Sovereign is. All these things that got answered in like all the questions you had for Mass Effect 1,
Yeah.
got
They
answered.
come
So
around
you were
full
actually
circle.
content,
Yeah.
with what you
Mhm.
got. But this game, you have all these questions that they dump you at the last chapter,
Mhm.
and then you're just like, well, what the fuck is this? What is this? And then they're like, sorry, you gotta either read the book or sequel or hope for a sequel. And then the fact is that they never got a sequel game, so you're like, well, I guess I never know what the Scourge is or whatever, or
Oh,
I'll never
wow.
know whatever. And then the other factor is the Kel, that was the enemy faction,
Yeah.
are just knockoff collectors.
Yeah. They're
Literally.
pretty
Literally. That's
cheesy too, looking
that's
too.
literally what they are. They're just knockoff collectors who
They
just
look fucking.
capture other creatures and turn them into themselves.
Yeah. They look pretty fucking cheesy too. I didn't like
So the Remnant were cool, but the Remnant were just artificial constructs created by a dead race, so they didn't do anything. They weren't like the Geth, and then I think they had a premise. Like I think that would have been really cool if they fleshed this out,
them. Mhm.
because like the whole logic of why uh the Andromeda initiative partially was successful was because of the Geth. But like they didn't flesh this out because there's one thing is like the end of the game sequel baits you into saying, oh no, what happened to the Quarian Arc, blah blah blah, you know.
Mhm.
And I think it would have been great if for the Quarian Arc part, and it could have had this be DLC, is that the Quarian Arc ran to Geth. Okay. And you're wondering, why the fuck are there Geth in Andromeda Galaxy? Well, here's the thing. Which species had first contact with the Reaper species before any other species in Milky Way? the Geth. And the Geth knew what the Reaper's intentions were. So, because they literally state this, that the Geth created a massive deep space telescope that went into dark space to observe, dark spaceness. So you could have it be the Geth were observing the Reaper movements in dark space in anticipation of what was happening, but because, here's the thing, and it doesn't matter because it works perfectly for, you had a sect of the Geth that left the Geth Collective to wait out the Reaper invasion in the Andromeda Galaxy. Because that way, because they have to remember, at the end of the day, the Geth are all about self-preservation. They just want to live,
Yeah.
So what better way that if the Reapers succeed in a genocide, their campaign in the Milky Way, the Geth Collective as a whole is not decimated because you have the Andromeda Initiative of Geth waiting for the signal from back in the Milky Way from the Geth there. And either if the Reapers were defeated, the Geth back at home could communicate and say, hey, Reapers destroyed, you can come back to us. But if they never got a command saying, hey, Reapers destroyed, blah blah blah, the Geth and Andromeda Initiative, or the Geth and Andromeda Galaxy, I should say, would be like, okay, the Geth got decimated back home. We are what's left. We have the knowledge of the Reapers, and we will rebuild here outside of the Reapers' knowledge that they don't know that we are in this galaxy. And then the Quarians, encounter the Geth, but because the Quarians don't, it doesn't matter if the Geth achieve peace in the Milky Way. This Geth sect is disconnected from them. They don't have that knowledge. They don't have the interactions, with Shepard. They don't have the interactions with the Quarians, so it makes sense for them to be hostile because for all they know, the Quarians are trying to wipe them out or whatever. And the Quarians don't know any better either because they are detached from the Quarians that encountered or made peace with the Geth. And therefore, you can still have the Geth be an enemy faction because the Geth, the only weakness of the Geth is manufacturing. As long as, that's the only weakness that the Geth have. They can manufacture anything they want. They can manufacture as many platforms as they want. They can partition themselves as many times as they want to create new Geth versions of themselves. So they can still be an enemy faction, but it's not like, it breaks lore, But, this is just me trying to, make a concept plan of why or how these things could have worked out if they actually made a DLC, which, they didn't. Kind of like, my whole big Reaper theory that I told you about many times.
Yeah. We'll see, man. They still have to release the other one.
I have low expectations.
Well, I'm not gonna set my expectations very, very high for it, but I'm still hopeful, and I'm still wanting to see what happens, man. I'm curious to find out, and they've been taking their sweet time on it, so I mean, we'll see.
We'll see, but my expectations.
Right, and I think if they're smart, they listen to the fan base. They have the biggest fan base, man, or they had the biggest fan base.
BioWare was a top name studio until the PS4 generation. Then they decimated themselves.
Yeah, I know.
Literally. So I'll just say this: I'm gonna expect the worst, or I'm just gonna
hope for the best and expect the worst. Be ready for the worst. Be prepared for the worst and hope for the best. Yeah.
Yeah, if they surprise me, cool. But you know what? I'm not expecting any. I'm not gonna hype myself up. My hype train now, and this is why I want you to play Final Fantasy. For example, there's only been a couple game franchises where I've been like, holy shit, I'm invested. That was Mass Effect 1 when I played Mass Effect 2 to 3. Because I played Mass Effect 2 and 1 on PC, and then I converted over to PlayStation 3 because I was too cheap to buy the DLC for the PS2 or PC or Mass Effect 2 on PC. So I bought the PS3 version of Mass Effect 2, which had all the DLC included. And so I remember I was very excited when Mass Effect 3 came out because I was like, holy shit, I haven't been invested. And the fact that, Mass Effect is very unique because, save importation. Not many games do that. Other game that interests me, which, I still like it. It's just the sequel wasn't as great as the original. The original game is fantastic. It's a game you should play, which was Horizon Zero Dawn. It has one of the coolest post-apocalyptic stories I have played. The sequel was not so great. They kind of fumbled, things that I think they should have done. But, Final Fantasy is the remake, it was Rebirth. I am more excited about that than anything else. Like, there has not been a game that has made me this excited, literally since, Mass Effect 2,
Hmm.
waiting for Mass Effect 3. Because of how they've set things up, and a difference on like Mass Effect Trilogy, they have this plan already. Yes, it's a remake, so they have you have a general idea because it is, it's not creating a completely new concept. It's just reimagining things. But it's not like Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 where they said, "Oh, we made a that's bullshit." When they said we planned this as a trilogy, no, they didn't. They did not plan this as a trilogy. They had no clue what the Reaper's plot was gonna be. They had no clue what half the shit was. They
Hmm.
just made it as they went. But with the Final Fantasy games, they have a whole plan of how things are gonna go. They've had it planned out how they're gonna do things. So it's like an
Hmm.
original creator who made the original games back in '97 is helping make the remake
Yeah.
trilogy. So like, it's made by people who fucking care about the franchise, who
Yeah.
loved the first game, and it's like, you know what? The first two games have been pretty baller. Like, I mean, this comes from someone who never played a Final Fantasy game, and now I'm like, holy shit, I can't fucking wait. Like, like, I bought the fucking book. I don't buy, like, Mass Effect has like 6 books, okay? Never bought them, never read them.
Yeah.
But Final Fantasy 7, I fucking love the characters. I was like, I want to read more about the backstory of Aerith and Tifa and Cloud. What
Hmm.
happened. You know, I bought the book. I read it. And then, there's a prequel game, Crisis Core, which I will play, but I don't want to play it until after the third game because the prequel apparently ruins a big plot reveal. So there's
Hmm.
no point in playing it. I know the reveal because I watched an abridged show,
Hmm.
but I still want to witness it because since this game is diverging from the original game, I could be surprised.
Hmm.
You know. But you know what you should do? This is what you should do. You should download the demo for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah, I'll play. I'll fuck with the demo, bro.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. That's what you should do. Try the demo out.
I'm sucked into. I'm sucked into this right now. So.
No. I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying though. Because I realized I was like, that's how you can actually try out the game.
Yeah.
Is try out the demo.
Yeah. I've played like two of them back then. I don't know why. I got caught up in one of them, and I was enjoying it.
But I'll just
I
say
don't
the
remember what
combat's,
happened.
you saw me play the game. Combat's what I wish Mass Effect was able to do, where you could take control of your teammates, man. I still think that's the biggest flaw with Mass Effect is you can't take control of your teammates. You
Yeah.
know, like it's like why not? Why not let me take control of Garrus? Why not let me take control of Liar? Like especially if you're not an adept, because each teammate is a typecast of each class specialty. Garrus is an infiltrator. Liar is an adept. Tally's an engineer. Rex is a vanguard. Caden's a sentinel. Like it would have made sense that you could be able to do that so you could experience all the playstyles. And then that way you could actually have them have a, complete class power set like, Shepard. Because Mass Effect 1
Well,
is actually the most faithful where each teammate has 6 powers. They have all the powers that you would have as if you were playing that character.
yeah.
Tally has all the powers. If you're an engineer, you have the exact same powers as Tally. It's not like Mass Effect 2 where each character only has 3 powers, but then Shepard still has 6 powers. You know.
Yeah. That'd have been cool. It'd been a lot though. I don't know. Um. I mean, yeah. And just like you said for the space exploring. Yeah, they could have done better, but I mean, when you look at it all, it's really a lot, dude. They did a lot for this game. I mean, for when
No,
it
they
came
did. They
out,
did.
I'm just and that I mean, that's just something they could expand on in the next game if if they want to upgrade stuff. Uh, they should know what they can do, and I think like the stuff that you wanted, I think they made up for that in the multiplayer because I wanted to do the same thing, play with the different characters.
No, and that's what I'm
That's what
saying.
I
Here's the
loved
thing. That's
about
why I put
multiplayer.
so much multiplayer. Because here's the thing. When I first played Mass Effect 3, I was like, multiplayer is dumb. Fuck you guys for playing, adding more. I know I
I
was one
thought
of those
so too
people.
at first. I thought
Because
the
because
same thing.
because my trial of the multiplayer was playing as a human character with
Yes.
3 powers, and I
Uh
was like,
huh.
why the fuck would I play as a gimped human sentinel with three
Yeah.
powers when I can play as a sentinel with 6 powers in a single player?
Yeah,
You
I thought
know,
so too. I didn't like it at
and
first,
it
and I
only
just kept doing.
changed once they started adding characters that were alien.
Uh,
So you had the alien dodge, or unique
uh,
alienness, but then also when they started having characters that had powers that weren't in a single player.
yeah.
You know, like when they added the Batarians, and I was like, oh, this is cool. We get to play as a Batarian, like because the Batarians have been kind of like the
Borchers
boogeyman,
too.
where you never
Yeah.
actually get to actually understand. You never actually, for the
Yeah.
most part, all encounters with Batarians, for the most part, 90% of the time are negative encounters. You know,
Yeah.
I think the only two Batarians I could think of that were friendly is the one from Omega DLC.
Mhm.
Arya's lieutenant person.
Yeah.
And then like a couple Batarians on the Omega who were just
Omega. Yeah.
NPCs, but
There's
that's like
maybe
it.
two or three.
There's
Yeah.
like a couple, but like for the most part, your
Uh
encounters
huh.
with Spartans is pretty hostile for the most part. And it was like, oh, that's cool. We get to see, it's like you get to have that perspective of Batarian. Like, and I think honestly, Javik was great. Don't get me wrong. But
Yeah.
if they didn't want to do the whole Prothean surviving, like they could have had a Batarian be the exact same typecast as Javik, and be like, my hatred for the Reapers for destroying my system. Because
Yeah.
that's literally what Javik is, but at the galactic scale. But this Batarian
Yeah.
would be like, you know what? My government may have hated you. I still may not forgive you for the, Alpha Relay thing.
Uh huh.
I get it. But as in day, the Reapers destroyed my home system and everything and have, decimated my people. I will join you because my hatred for them is greater than my hatred for you.
That been
And
one
that's
hell
kind
of a
of
loyalty mission.
because you have to remember that's literally what Javik is saying. He's like he looks down on Shepard,
Yeah.
he looks down on everyone, but he's like my hatred for the Reapers is the only thing that binds me.
Yeah.
And that could be the exact same thing for the Pateran. It's like their hatred for the Reapers overrides their previous animosity to humans or Shepard or
All right.
whatever.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Exactly.
Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I just like I'm just I'm just like, dude, I'm just happy with fucking just having a decent game to play with because my expectations are that fucked up. Now with mostly everything, entertainment, in general. So like, I mean, like, I don't even watch movies anymore. Fuck, dude. Uh, it's just that everything has become garbage. So like, like if something's just something's
You
like
know what
just
game you
good.
should play? You should play Dead Space.
Yeah. Well, you said mentioned another one too. Dead Space. I started to play. Everyone was telling me to play. And there's one I never finished. It was a post-apocalyptic game. Also, the one with the those fucking plant face fuckers.
Last of Us?
The Last of Us. But I heard the second one was trash.
Here's the
Anyways,
thing.
I never finished that.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
People can, and this is the opinion I have.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't matter what other people say about a game, for the most part.
Yeah.
It's their opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have because I look at it this way, if you have one person that says this game is amazing and and then you have another person say this game is bad, who is right and who is wrong?
Well, yeah,
No
there's
one's right
always
and no one's wrong
because
it's their opinion.
Everyone has different perspective.
And that's the thing. So like what I was gonna say though, it's like if you play the first game, you like it, but people say, "Oh, the second game sucks. It's blah blah blah, woke,
Yeah.
whatever."
Oh no,
That's their
I'll
opinion.
Yeah, I'll try
and
it.
it's like I always am like,
but
and it's the same thing with like the most recent Dragon Age game. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's woke, it's blah blah." I can say that, but then if I say, "Oh, this game's woke," it's like I'm not making a conclusion. I'm just echo chambering someone else's fucking shit. I'm just echoing someone else's opinion.
Yeah.
It's like at the end of the day, unless you actually played a fucking game, you have no valid. You parroting what other people say doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
It's like you need to actually come to your own conclusion. It's like saying like, "Oh, Game of Thrones is amazing," but then you never watched season 8. Okay, but then again, like if someone is I'll question someone saying Game of Thrones season 8 was not bad, but then at the end of the day, I'll also be like, you know what? I'm impressed at the same time. If you found a way not to be so anally upset about Game of Thrones season 8, You know what? That's it's more like I'm interested in what your perspective is. You know, like
Uh-huh.
how you're able to not look at things so negative. Like, cause you know, it's like there are some people who are able to do it. It's like yeah, it sucked, but it's like I'm not gonna make it. Because also at the end of the day, you can be like, you know what? It's because also the people who say like this thing's woke or whatever, this thing sucks or blah blah. It's like those are the people that are super fucking invested who probably have no life to some degree.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, there's way more things that you need to focus on now. It's like, I used to be like that, but it's like, because I was talking to my friend yesterday. We're like, yeah, a lot of people who hate shit, it's like, these people are the people who, like, are so invested that it's like, at the end of the day, they forget it's just fucking media. It's entertainment, and art is subjective, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's like, I may hate Game of Thrones Season 8 because of the plot errors, but, like, you know, it's just like some people hate Mass Effect 3 still. It's like, dude, the ending, like they still are upset about the ending Mass Effect 3.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh no,
And it's like,
I'm over that, bro. Like I love the game too much.
Yeah, no, I
Just
know,
it's
but
just like
it's
Game
like,
of Thrones. I hate season 8, but I just watched the whole season. I just watched
Yeah.
the whole fucking season again, a few months ago, because I missed it, man. I really did.
Right.
And I was like, there's nothing else. There's not.
It's still top acting. It's just
Yeah,
you
it's
have
still
to,
fucking great.
I mean,
It's just
worst case, you
it's
just
just
stop
people
at
get let
season
down.
6. You just stop at season 6. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. It's like one of my favorite series is Spartacus.
Oh yeah, I own it. I haven't watched it. I know what it is.
Fucking love it. And I started watching that again, dude. It just like hit me. I was like, damn, I missed that show. And I watched the season. Season 1 and 2 are fucking great. It could have ended right there. But you want to see what happens when they break out into Rome. It's just season 3 is kind of, it gets a little cheesy, man. That's kind of, some of it's kind of cringe, but yeah, I'll still watch season 1. I love season 1 and season 2. It's really good. But
I need to watch that. I bought the complete season. So
oh,
it's 4
did you?
seasons, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
it's 4
that's
seasons, so.
definitely. I won't spoil anything for you if you haven't watched it. Oh my God. To me, Spartacus is the original Game of Thrones.
Well, here's something else you could look at it. The Game of Thrones plot lines.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at the history of Rome, like the Roman Empire.
Yeah. Oh yeah, very
the
similar.
Roman Empire is the real life version of Game of Thrones. Like the political shit that went on during the Roman Empire. It's literally Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it really is.
Know, like depending on which era of history you're looking at for the Roman Empire and Republic, like because you have to remember the Roman Empire lasted 2,000 years. So, you know, you have so much political intrigue and backstabbing and all that shit that, like, you know, it's literally Game of Thrones is based off that shit.
Oh, I mean, and if you love that kind of shit, you're gonna love Spartacus, dude.
Oh, I bet.
Season 1, and season 1 is probably the best TV I've ever watched. I've watched that season probably like 5 times, dude. It fucking never gets old. It's such a good story. It's the actors and everything. The storyline.
Didn't the actor die?
The actor, the main character, the lead character, he died from like a rare cancer. It was pretty fucked up, and I was disappointed because I was like, "How's this? This is my favorite show. How are they going to continue it?" And so they made a prequel season for season 2, which I was just gonna be like, this is gonna be trash. And no, dude, they did a fucking great job. They did a good job, and they found a great replacement actor for Spartacus for season 3
like,
and
you
4.
Know, Game of Thrones when they replaced Dario.
Oh God, yeah, that was fucking. And they went so left field with that, dude. Like,
here's the thing,
how do you replace it with somebody?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But like to me, it doesn't matter because the new replacement Dario was in more scenes than original Dario now. That I'm just like the Dario you see. I think he appears in season 3, right? You know, the first time you see him.
Yeah, that confused so many people.
But like, I'm like, I always look at like if a person got replaced, like for example, Iron Man. You know, the Marvel MCU with Rhodey getting replaced by the other dude.
Yeah.
It's like because the old dude was only Rhodey for one movie, and then you had the I forgot the dude's name. you know, he was Rhodey for like 8 movies. It's like that's the Rhodey. Even though the first dude was originally cast to play as Rhodey, it's like because the other dude was played Rhodey more.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing for Dario. Since the dude who played Dario for like 4, 5, 6 for 3 seasons over 1, it's like
Yeah.
he is Dario in my head just because of screen time alone.
Right.
You know, even though the other dude was cast to play him, it's like, you know, something happened. I don't think it was like, you know,
But find
animosity,
somebody to at least fucking look somebody. No, I looked into it. Why? Because I like the actor. Yeah, the first actor. I'm a fan of that actor. I like him. He's from the UK. He's never a main character, but he was in Deadpool. I liked him. He was the main villain in Deadpool.
Yeah, he was the villain in Deadpool. You're right.
He's in
Cletus.
Rebel.
No, not Cletus.
I forget his name, but he did a great job. He did he played in Rebel Moon, which was a fucking shitty ass sci-fi movie, but I still like, dude, I'll still watch the cheesy fucking trashy movies too. Like I have, it's like because I'm a fan of, and then like with Star Wars, I fucking hated Disney Star Wars, and I watched every single one of those fucking piece of shit things because I'm just, you know, it's just the familiarity of it, and you know, it's just like, okay, I just want to, you know, see it, just to be in that universe again. But yeah. So, anyways, that actor, yeah, he was in Rebel Moon one. Yeah, he's the bad guy. He's played in some other movies. He's always like the back character, like he's most of the time he's a villain. And I'm trying to think. There's another movie. He's been in a lot of fucking good movies, and he's just always kind of like a side character. Not a side character. He's never a main character, but I was like, yeah, I don't know. It was kind of weird that they couldn't replace him with such a main character and such a person that stood out so much that y'all couldn't find somebody that kind of looked like him. Like that's what threw me off. I thought it was just me, but I've seen a lot of comments. Because I follow memes and shit, like,
but then
you know.
Eventually you got accustomed to it as you saw the other dude.
Yeah, you do. You grow into.
Because like, it's weird at first, but then you're like, okay. It's like
yeah, the show was so good. I just I just let it go. The same thing with the giant dude. That confused me too.
Well, yeah, the mountain. He got recast 3 times.
Yeah, and I was like, hold up, that's the mountain. And I was thinking in my head, is something wrong with me, or is that the same guy, or what's going on here? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, and I mean, I could live with it. You know, I understand, whatever. But yeah, I think the other guy, the main Dario, I think that was for the Deadpool movie. I believe.
Oh, really?
I believe it's the reason why.
Because of the Deadpool movie.
No, I believe that's why he couldn't. Yeah, he couldn't stay in Game of Thrones.
Cause I know it wasn't like a Fallout where like
Yeah, it wasn't like a
it was because of scheduling. Something.
Yeah, which is well, it's cool. But now both
that's how it is.
Now both.
At the end of the day, because you have to remember, sometimes when they get cast, they don't know if they're going to have because he was cast as a reoccurring role. He was not cast as permanent staff.
Right.
So it's like, dude, I got an offer for a fucking Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
Like, and this is back when Game of Thrones was still not like the thing it was. Like, this is season 3. It was starting to get its wings.
Yeah.
Because it was like after the Red Wedding. We were like, holy shit. But like, this is when it was still getting its momentum.
And like I said, he's still never been, his career's never really shot off as a main actor either. So that was kind of his big break.
So, taking Deadpool was a huge role. It's like,
yeah, it was a
role in Deadpool. And also, it's a fucking Deadpool movie, man.
Fuck yeah, who you don't want to be in that?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so that's crazy. But what's funny is both Darios are in the Rebel Moon movie. Who
oh, really? Oh,
both of them are. One is the fucking one. Yeah, the first Dario, he's the main villain, or actually, yeah, and then the other Dario is like the kind of the he's I don't know. He's a simp, dude. Pretty much in the movie, it's kind of the same role he played for. He's playing the same role he played for Daenerys. because the Rebel Moon, the main character is like this chick who's badass and she's a kick-ass and fucking, and he's just the fucking human guy with no powers and shit like that, just kissing her ass the whole time. But the story kind of revolves around him too. Like, I don't know, it's weird. It's a weird movie. This I forgot who made that movie. James, was it? That wasn't James Cameron. I can't remember. I cannot remember who made the fucking movie. He's a big director. Maybe it is James Cameron. No, it can't be James Cameron. No, he made Terminator, didn't? Yeah. Who? Not Steven Spielberg. Who the fuck? Not the Transformer guy either. God dang it. This is gonna piss me off. Anyways, yeah. The visuals are great. It's just a stupid story. This fucking doesn't make any sense. It just don't make any fucking. There's just so many stupid characters, stupid written characters, stupid plot, stupid lines. But it's just good visually. Like the same thing with the Rings of Power. It's another fucked up TV show, but it's a what do you call it? It's like a dirty pleasure, or what do people call that?
Yeah, dirty pleasure.
My little dirty pleasure. My guilty pleasure. I hate it. It's a stupid fucking TV show. It's so stupid, but I love it because it's in the Middle Earth. It's
like you hate it because of how bad it is, but you love it because you get to revisit the Middle Earth.
I'm in fucking Middle Earth, man, and the visuals are just great, and the score is amazing.
You're able to turn off the parts of your brain that you hate because
exactly.
The pleasure of getting the visual orgasm or whatever, euphoria.
That's all it is. That's all it is for me, because I'm really I fall asleep fucking watching it, but I'm just it brings me some kind of happiness, because I miss that. I miss Lord of the Rings and that era, and I've watched all the YouTube videos, people clowning it, making fun of it, and I totally agree with them. It's a shit. They fucked them characters up, but however, like I said, they spent so much money in the visuals and the score, dude. If you have a good soundtrack to a show or a movie,
that can save
that saves that. You got my yes.
As long as you have
I'm a sucker for I'm a sucker for good music and good visuals, man. That's so. I fucking watch it. I'm guilty, and I'm guilty of liking that stupid shit. Watching these fucking.
I mean, one man's trash, another man's treasure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But if anybody asked me, I would say I would tell them it's yes, the writing is completely shit. I hate it. It's corny. It's cheesy. Y'all are fucking ridiculous. Like but yeah, but thank you for bringing me back to that road. Fucking however.
Thank you for giving me an eargasm.
Yeah, eargasm and eyegasm. So, I would see. That's why I almost played Andromeda, but I said, you know what? This is a different situation, and I almost thought about playing Andromeda just for that. Just for that.
I would say Andromeda would be worth playing. If they had good music, because that was another thing. Mass Effect was made by another thing that helped Mass Effect was the music.
No, so it's a completely different.
And the problem was, I can't remember. The only music theme I liked was the Galaxy map, was kind of like a remixed version of the Mass Effect Galaxy map.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the music. Each planet, they didn't have any tonal differences. They had music, and it was made by the dude who made fucking Daredevil soundtrack, which was awesome. For the Marvel movies.
That was a good one.
A bunch of other shit. But I think the problem was that they just didn't do what they did with the previous games, where they had they made each planet have its own tone of music, and then the combat themes were based
it's called a theme. Yeah, you gotta have theme music.
Eden Prime is very memorable. Just they didn't have a good idea of how to make the soundtracks resonate and help expand the planet narrative.
Yeah, it didn't sound like these people knew what they were. It sounded like these people don't fucking remember what they're doing. They sound like some rookies, man.
But like Io is so memorable. You know, hearing the Vigil theme play throughout all of Io because you know it's a graveyard planet. You know, it's the last. You know, and like you know, and that's when you play Final Fantasy VII remake, you'll. I mean, that's another reason why like there's things I don't like with Final Fantasy VII remake. But like, holy shit, the music is fucking bomb. Like, I would say this, man. Even if you don't play the games, YouTube their fucking music and tell me what you think because the fucking music. Okay, I'll just tell you this: the first game, the soundtrack has the first soundtrack disc album is 6 hours. They added a part 2, that's another 4 hours, and then Rebirth soundtrack is like 10 hours. You know, like, this is crazy amount of hours of soundtrack. And the music and the themes, like, this is something I haven't seen since, like, did you ever watch Battlestar Galactica?
Is that a TV series or is that fucking?
This was a TV show that was on.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah, I watched a little bit of it back in the way back in the day.
So like, kind of like because I remember in oh my god, I just got stuck.
I really don't, dude. I really don't remember anything about it. Like I didn't get sucked into it. I remember I watched a little bit of it.
Oh, I loved it.
I don't remember. I just remember I remember seeing it on TV a lot. I just remember that. I'll say that.
What I was gonna say though is that like something that Battlestar Galactica did that was pretty unique is each character had a unique music tone that would play when they're on screen.
Had their own theme music, yeah.
And so like what's really cool is that with remake is you hear them remake certain themes depending on what's going on. Like if it's a boss level or something like that, but you're having one of these characters play, you know, you'll have mixes of that theme play with the boss theme or something like that. Like it's so cool. You'll hear like 10 versions of remixes of certain themes of each character, and it's really cool how they change it. Like you have one version where it's like a orchestra theme, you have one version where it's a techno theme, you have one version where it's like a metal theme. Like, you have all these different variants of this, you know, of a same theme. And then you know, you have a sad version and a more optimistic version. You know, like you have all these different variants.
One of the best games that ever did that for me was Devil May Cry 2.
I never played those games.
Oh my god. Fuck. Those fucking Devil May Cry 1, it's okay. I mean it's really old. I started to play it with I started at Devil May Cry 2 and I never played I played 2, 3, 4 and I never played 5.
Wasn't that the reboot?
I don't think so. Well, I don't know. No, I think it's a brand new game or I'm trying to think. But dude, fucking badass soundtracks, badass gameplay too, like fucking Capcom combo type shit. I mean, the combos you can do and switching like weapons, swapping weapons in the mid combo and shit like that. Oh, dude, it's a fucking badass game, man. One of my favorites. Yeah, 2 and 3, and the story is really good too. The story is great. The story is fucking great. You know, these about two brothers. Well, the main character Dante, you know, he's their son of a demon or some shit like that. And he has a brother too, Virgil. But it's really dope, man. And then you know, these brothers always the bad one, and then like I think it's in part 3 or no, part 2 or 3, you get to use his brother, so you get to start using. You could run through the game with him. So yeah, the fucking game is badass. The story's great. They have some good characters, and just a really fun game with a badass soundtrack. It's an adrenaline pumping game. Good game for the adrenals. Kind of like Doom, but just I think with better because it has a wider soundtrack. You know, better. Yeah. And to shit a load of bosses too, dude. I mean, every boss has their own. Every
Final Fantasy VII has like.
Every boss has their own theme music. It's fucking badass, dude. And you have to, you know, you have to swap through the weapons, and it's a challenging game, man. It's a fucking. I don't know. There's no way I could beat it on Insanity. I mean, I've watched guys do it on YouTube, and they were just crazy skill level. You know, you have to be super fucking good at it. So it's a challenging game, but it's fun. And yeah, I forgot about that one. That I might have to play the new one that came out. Well, it ain't new. It's fucking old now. Yeah,
It's old now, but
I think it was the part 5, which you said might have been a reboot. DMC, yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Or
never
they just called
played that
it
one.
DMC. Yeah.
Yeah, I might give it a shot one day. Resilient. I think I was talking about that one yesterday. That was a good trilogy. Resistance.
Resistance.
1, 2, and 3. This is a post-apocalyptic game.
I played those games.
About,
Chimera Invasion. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking love that one too. All three
I
of
didn't
those.
like how they ended it. I thought it was kind of cliche how they like, hey, we found a way to stop the Chimera invasion, and then you're like, oh, what? Like literally, like humanity was on the brink of extinction, and somehow destroyed a terraformer and stops the whole Chimera network. I was like, oh, really? You're doing that again, the McGruffin?
I just have good. I have really good memories
I
with
thought
that
I
one.
just loved the Chimera faction because they were like that. There was so much variety of the enemies.
Yeah.
And then
And the
the thing
guns
is, like,
too.
they brought that Ratchet and Clankness because it was created by Insomniac, and Ratchet and Clank games are known for crazy weapons.
Yeah.
And like it's like yeah, you have these guns that don't make any logic, but then the Chimera are highly advanced, alien species.
Aliens, yeah.
So it doesn't matter how weird these guns are; these are from an advanced species, So yeah,
Then the bosses
that one
on
gun
there
that
too,
was like
yeah.
an effector, and like I liked parts of 3. Don't get me wrong. I just wish that I hated how it's like, oh, somehow like you blow up the tower and it causes the whole Chimera network to destroy itself, and then Chimera it's like, man, that's been happening so much. But because I think I like the concept of Resistance 3, where you have the Civil War erupting between a Chimera. If you remember,
Yeah.
there was the feral
Yeah,
Chimera
they
and
yeah.
the militarized Chimera, and they were actually fighting each other. And I was like, holy shit, this is cool, seeing two
Yeah.
factions of Chimera now fighting each other, and humans are kind of stuck in the crossfire because they're they're so crippled from the
Yeah.
terraforming efforts that like I would have liked that. I just wish that like I don't know. I felt like
They
they
could
didn't
have
really have an
did.
idea where to go with the third game because like they kind of screwed themselves over by it's like I think it was interesting how they killed off the main character in the end of the second game, but
Yeah.
like I don't think like the third game like it didn't feel like that much of a sequel to the second game. It felt more as a standalone game.
Yeah,
that
it
took
did.
place
It did
in
to
the
me too.
Resistance
It felt like it did feel like its own game, and I think
like
that
it
had a
just the
lot to
only
do with the
connected thing was
character.
oh you're the character who
Like he
killed
said, I'm
Nathan
the
Hale.
one that killed Nathan
Yeah.
Hale. Yeah, it
But,
started
like,
off.
outside that-
It's a totally different game.
and it
I
felt
mean,
different.
it does feel different.
But
and
then
it
again,
looks.
but that's all. I mean, I like it.
It's
But,
a
like
it's an
it
upgrade.
felt like a standalone adventure, and it's like I get
Mhm.
it because you have to remember at this point it's like that the Resistance 2 was the whole accumulation of all the world's military powers trying to fight at their last brink before what happened, and they failed.
Yeah.
And then it's like the militaries of all government countries has been gone because they failed.
Yeah,
And
they
Chimera
fucked up.
was
Yeah.
successful. And so it makes sense that the
So,
humans no
yeah,
longer
that's-
have the military capabilities of what they used to have. But like, I just feel like the story that what they were trying to do felt. I would have liked it. I just hated that they chose to make it be like, oh, we destroyed the Chimera and then we win and everyone was happy. It's like no. Just let it be that you tried to fight, but because like how they end it means there's no way they can have a sequel because the Chimera effectively got curb stomped to the ground somehow because their one terminal blew up. Like,
yeah, I guess they just wanted to end it.
You get what I'm saying though. It's like
Yeah.
it's like you did the whole
Yeah, they
cliche where,
could they
like,
could have kept running with that game for
they
sure.
could have just had to be other stories with the Chimera Resistance, or whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, they could have kept it
but
going
how
if
they
they
did, they're
wanted
like,
to.
oh, we succeeded and Chimera went into full retreat. It's like, what the fuck? They had complete dominance of the fucking planet.
Yeah.
The Chimera were evolving to adapt to hot temperatures and Resistance 2. And somehow, now, they somehow are full. What about the feral Chimera that were in Civil War was the militarized Chimera? It's like, this is so cliche.
Yeah.
But
I don't
still
know.
liked,
I enjoyed it
the franchise
though.
for what it was.
I
Like,
liked it.
The
That-
alien variety was awesome.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it and the maps too. And then when you got to fucking, you got in prison, you got your ass beat up by that fucking like that
The warden.
the warden. That's right. He took over that prison,
And then he
and
used Chimera to
yeah.
fight.
So
Yeah, he
yeah,
captured it. Yeah.
yeah. So
And it
I
actually,
loved
and
it.
I did like that because that's kind of similar to Last of Us,
Yeah,
where it shows like even when
how
there's like
humans would
extra,
act.
like well, it's also but it shows that even though there's alien threats that are supposedly the worst
You're
thing,
still gonna have fucked up
and at the
humans.
end of the day, you could say humanity is the worst thing because it's like you see humans doing barbaric things that even the Chimera weren't doing to the humans.
Yeah, one of the
You know,
most memorable parts to me of that game is
is in the
fucking
prison and
yeah,
and then
it's popping that
lowering the
fucking
beacons to cause the Chimera to attack the prison. Yeah.
yeah, it's popping that fucking that fucking that revolver in that dude's head, that detonator
Yep.
shot.
And then he blows up.
Yeah,
Yep.
blows his fucking head up. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
enjoyed it, man. And the when you get to New York, that epic battle where they're fighting each other. Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
like
where
the
they're
racing
fighting each other,
ferals.
and yeah, and you're still like, I just stand behind them where they're fighting each other and
You just
start
you're
picking
like,
them
I'm gonna
off.
just let him do it,
Uh-huh.
and then hopefully sneak past while they're
That
fighting each
that
other.
that part right there made me really love the game. I was just playing it for fun at first, you know.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't.
mean,
I
Resistance
wasn't
2 is
deep
dope
into it.
though because the co-op.
Oh,
I
and
love
then
that
then how
co-op.
many bosses, how many giant bosses
Yeah.
they had in that one too. Like, that's something they didn't have in the third one.
There weren't that many bosses.
Two had some fucking giant fucking
You
aliens
had
in it.
you had the Godzilla boss and
Yeah, walking through that
you had
fucking
that
city.
aquatic boss on
That was in the
Genesis
first
though.
stage. Yeah, you're in the
And then
submarine.
you had a couple others. Like
You
you remember the part when you're in the redwoods?
is this in 2 or 3?
2. You remember the part in the redwoods and you have to evade the cloaking Chimera
Oh,
that
in
was
that
following you?
cabin.
Well,
Oh,
not
the
the cabin.
cloakers.
The
Oh
cloakers where
shit.
you're with your
Oh, they
squad
fucking
and you're
scared the
trying to
shit out
yeah,
of me,
that
dude.
scared the shit because like they would
God.
instantly kill you. So you had to be like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, we're there."
Yeah. No, yeah, that game was peak fun, man, for me. It really was.
And then
Like
in
the
the co-op,
storyline was
the 8-player
okay.
co-op was fucking fun as hell.
I didn't get a
Oh,
chance to
you
do.
didn't get to play it
Oh,
in co
dude,
Oh man,
no.
see that was the proto to me. Like that was that Resistance 2 was the transition phase where I stopped playing PvP. Like I was a huge COD player. Like I played all the Call of Duty Modern Warfare games.
Yeah.
Like multiplayer. I love COD 4. COD 4, I fucking love the multiplayer because like before COD 4, I never played a multiplayer game. I was like multiplayer gaming is stupid. And then I played COD 4 and I was like, holy shit. COD 4 multiplayer is fucking dope. Then when Modern Warfare 2 came out, I played that.
Yeah.
And then, but I started to get burnt out, because that's when I started going to first-person mode. So I played like the Killzone franchise then, and I played Battlefield, and I started to just get burnt out. But then also like Resistance is also a first-person shooter game, you know, too. And but the co-op for Resistance kind of started that path of divergence where I started to go back to co-op, competitive, co-op horde mode type stuff because Uncharted 2 had a fun co-op mode as well, and then another co-op game that I played too. But like, eventually it led to me like, kind of by 2012 I was pretty much
I
done
never
playing
could get
competitive
sucked into a lot of co-op games, man. I tried them. Like SOCOM was like the first big one on PlayStation 2, I think.
I remember SOCOM.
Yeah, that was like the first, like that was before Call of Duty, and I remember how fun that was, and that's kind of what sucked me in. And then I don't know. I just yeah, it wasn't Call of Duty, but you Killzone. I like that one, and I stuck with it for a little while, and then I just quit, Um, and then Mass
I
Effect.
played the campaigns more. Like now it's like
Yeah.
I haven't played the multiplayer Call of Duty in like years.
Mhm.
Like I haven't the last Call of Duty campaign I played was Infinite Warfare.
Mhm.
And I would say this. I don't know if you played it or not. But I would say that's a Call of Duty campaign I would recommend you play.
Mhm.
Because it's very Mass Effect-y.
Which one?
Ironically, it is very Mass Effect-y because they're exploring the solar system of you're exploring our solar system. You have your ship. You have your crew. You get to land on other planets. You actually have ship battles.
Which one? What game?
Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Oh wow.
That one was actually really cool. And here's the thing: you get to fight Jon Snow.
What?
Jon Snow is your enemy.
Get out of here.
No, really. Look it
Which
up,
one
man.
is which one is this?
Call of Duty Infinite War.
I mean Infinite War, but I'm trying to know. I'm wondering if that's the one my son was playing.
Maybe
Oh,
here. I'll send you a screenshot of it. I would not
Infinite.
buy it on the PSN store because it's ridiculously overpriced. But
Oh,
you can
okay.
probably find a CD version, a physical copy, for like
Uh-huh.
$10 or less. But like I loved it. Like because I haven't like I don't really play. I mean I haven't loved the campaign like Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, also the soundtrack was pretty fucking baller. Like the soundtrack was
Yeah.
very memorable for me.
Mhm.
But like but I really fucking loved um the campaign. Like the campaign was dope.
Mm.
The fact that you had your ship, you got to go to other, you got to land, you got to fight in other ships, you know, board other ships. You know, you got to do all this crazy shit.
That sounds like Battlefront 2. That's what I loved about Battlefront 2 back on PlayStation 2. That was
Like it was a fun Call of
fucking
Duty
so
game.
fun. That was so fun. Battlefront
And
2.
it was interesting because it was like the Earth was on the defensive war. You were playing a defensive war in
Ah, I've seen
space.
it. Okay, I've seen this. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Earth was playing a defensive war, getting their ass kicked by the Martians, and then you know eventually have to go off as a like last hurrah to try to salvage everything.
Hmm.
So. But yeah, I like that Call of Duty game, but like, yeah, I haven't played a Call of Duty game since then. No, that's not true. I played Modern Warfare Reboot back in 2019. I own the second game. I need to play that eventually.
Yeah, I thought about hopping on one. I was like, yeah, they're fun. I I can't dedicate myself to joining people. Like a lot of people, they want me to play these games with them. And I try to. I just my schedule is just too warped to be like, um, whatever, jumping on at like a certain time, stuff like that. Like some people, they want to play. They have, they want to play at this time every day and shit like that, which is cool. But I don't know. I have to do things at my pace right now. Um, well, I still miss multiplayer, man, and I still have some shit to do.
I was watching our first video where you met me.
Fucking collectors. That's something I really need to go back and do is go through all the videos and.
No, but I was watching the first video. I found a video.
Oh, did you?
Where the first game we played.
No shit.
Where you rage quit on me.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I come back?
You came back.
Yeah, I fucking. Yeah, it was around that time I met you that I started doing that because I had enough equipment set aside and I was fuck this.
No, you quit.
Fuck this. Yeah. Oh, I gotta come back. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because you died like you got. Hey, here's the funny thing, man. It was fate because you got fisted by a banshee.
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, that'll do it. That will definitely fucking set me off, man.
No, but I just found it funny because you know, like ever since that, it's like no matter when you play with me, you always get fisted somehow. Either soloing or something, you're gonna get fisted.
It fucking always happens.
By a fucking banshee.
Wow. I need to go back and watch that, man.
Go
I spent a whole day. I spent hours one day watching so many. I said, "Oh my god, man, this was such a great time, such a great era." I miss it, man. I really fucking do. I hope shit gets back to that someday. Yep. And they could have done us a favor and they didn't. They dropped the ball on that. They fucking dropped the ball on that, man. They really did. They really did. So I probably need to dive back over there. I still have my PS3 right there, so I could always turn it on, go play. But that's right. I need to stop being a lazy ass and go get that tripod. And I gotta fuck with the collectors, dude. And I'm about to run into the collectors on here. So yeah, it's gonna.
Oh yeah, because
yeah.
Mass Effect 2.
Mm-hmm. I still got to go back to the asteroid right now. I'm missing a trophy here, and I don't know how.
What trophy?
Let's see. Oh, I'm missing quite a few, but I have to play the trilogy to get them. But this one is the Paragon. Let's see, or charismatic. Use charm or intimidate to resolve an impossible situation. And I'm thinking,
Convince. Wait.
wait, I'm thinking, hold the fuck up. Okay, so I did like the stupid little fucking Pastor Kyle.
That's not. That's no. There's only 2 missions where you can do that.
It has to be the asteroid.
Mm-mm.
No.
So that trophy where it's like resolve a mission was charisma. I can't say the word. Charisma or renegade.
Yeah.
That's either where you convince Saren to commit suicide
Mm.
with your renegade or your paragon, or
Oh.
you convince Rex not to kill. You don't
Oh,
convince Rex
okay.
to
Yeah.
suicide.
Yeah.
If you didn't do either of those 2, where you convince Saren to commit suicide,
Well, I could do that
or
right now.
Rex, to stand down, then you don't get that one trophy.
Well, yeah, I'm about to make Saren kill herself real quick.
Wait, so you made it so you have to fight 2 Saren boss fights?
Wait, hold up.
So if you convince Saren to commit suicide, then you don't fight Saren the first time. You only fight Saren when he gets resurrected from Sovereign.
What?
But if you say Saren you're a bitch or whatever, you don't choose the Renegade or Paragon on the left side on your dialogue wheel. Then you have to do that boss fight where you fight Saren, and then eventually he dies from you killing him that way. But if you use your Paragon or Renegade, diplomacy skills, he will literally commit suicide, and then you'd avoid the first half of a boss fight with Saren.
Yeah, so they're not starting me right there. Damn, I really fucked that up. Well, I still need to go. I'm gonna backtrack and do some things here. Fuck, man. I'm thinking about was doing a quick playthrough with another character because this was so easy, man. Well, it got. I was too OP, bro. I was too OP.
Even easier, just play on recruit difficulty. See how fast you can run through the game.
That was just too fucking easy, man. Just yeah. I was like, man, like I had to stop taking Liara on so many missions too.
But she's your sorry.
Yeah, she is.
Do that to her.
She is. I wanted to have. I wanted to enjoy like more little gun battle, like more shootout battles, because we were just fucking some people up too much. With the powers, just I mean. And then I was OP as fuck, like with the barrier and the lift and everything. It was just, dude, like, well, and even my teammates, like I just had them where I could have them go wipe everyone out. Like I don't have to do anything. So which is cool. I like that you can do that. It's the point of the game, to be able to do that. But I think I want to. I actually kind of nerfed everything too, a little bit. I didn't give them the best weapons I could. Cause I was like, oh, they're fucking just kicking ass too much. Especially Ashley. Ashley surprised me. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go back. Yeah, I'm gonna try that with Saren. I've never seen that, so fuck, man. Yeah, I want to see. I definitely want to see that.
Oh, what did you do for Council? Did you kill Council?
Yeah, I killed them. And see, really, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want them to be alive so I could fucking throw it in their face. So I have to go back. So that's really what I'm end up doing. I'm end up backtracking and yeah, I'm gonna go back and do a few things different.
File right before you confront Saren.
Yeah, I should have done that. And fucking Rex, man. I fucking hate that I killed him. But he pulled a fucking shotgun out on me, man.
Hey,
Piece of shit.
Pulled a gun and
Yeah, he fucking pulled a fucking shotgun out on me, man. And like, dude, you weren't even that aggressive during when I took him on missions. Like, I was trying to put him in front of somebody, and he would fucking run to cover. He was pissing me off, dude. It's like, no, bro, you got to do better than this. So yeah.